Probably no more beautiful stretch of coastline than the Big Sur coastline, halfway between Monterey and San Luis Obispo on Highway 101.
Beautiful territory.
Yeah, hugging the coast there. And if you take a beautiful coastline and add in some food and wine as part of a festival, I can't think of anything better. And so joining us right now to talk a little bit about the upcoming Big Sur Food and Wine Festival is the festival's founder, Toby Rowland-Jones. Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, we are very happy to have you on. When I discovered that this festival was coming up, I contacted you right away because I really just think that this is something that our listeners would enjoy. And when I found out that the festival also helps local organizations, that just makes it all. It's a win-win situation. It's
yes.
a twofer.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, it is.
So which organizations there in the Big Sur area benefit from this?
Well, first of all of the 5 local schools here that actually span about one to the other.
You're breaking up just a little bit there.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can now, yes. Go ahead.
Okay,
Toby.
good. We have the 5 different local schools that benefit. They span a region of about 40 miles from A to B. And then the Big Sur Health Center, the Henry Miller Library, which is a great social and educational center, the Big Sur Volunteer Fire Brigade, and the Big Sur Natural History Association. And also, too, what we did a couple of years ago, which was really fun for the festival, was create a funder need. And we were able to help pay the expenses of a young lady to go to the Culinary Institute of America in New York.
Wow, that's really awesome. Well, I'm looking at this very extensive schedule. You have a lot planned in this festival. What are some of the highlights? What are the big things that people really want to do?
Well, for any of your listeners that might have gone to the old Masters of Food and Wine at the Highlands Inn in Carmel, we're sort of, in our own small way, our Big Sur style way, we are replicating that opening night for the Masters of Food and Wine, and that will be this coming Thursday at the Highlands Inn, and we have 35 wineries and 16 chefs participating in that. And in fact, it's the first time since the Masters that they have opened up the Pacific's Edge Dining Room and the Lobos Lounge and the Fireside Lounge to an event of this nature.
Wow, that is really great access and a beautiful property for sure.
It's a stunning property. It's one of the most iconic honeymoon resorts in America, and it's an extraordinary place. And what they're going to do, decoration-wise, is phenomenal. And I know that all of our chefs and winemakers are bringing their A game.
Mm-hmm. The event that I'm really thinking about, and just because of the location, is it Saturday night's event at that beautiful property there in Big Sur. Why is the name of it?
The Henry Miller Library? Are you thinking of that?
No, the Post
the Post Ranch.
Post Ranch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For the Saturday afternoon grand public tasting, which actually just yesterday sold out.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Yes. So we're very happy. We do have some sold out events. That evening, though, we do have at the Henry Miller Library the Dinner with Friends. The whole concept of the festival is all about friendship. Mm-hmm. We don't invite anybody unless they're our friend. We know them, respect them, and love them.
That's really that's an interesting take on one of these events. I've never heard it done that way before.
Well, with any and with all due respect to the large festivals that I've been to and still go to, they often choose chefs and wineries based upon recognition, fame, stardom, all that stuff. We have to know the people that we're working with.
Well, having said that, you have some very impressive friends, because I'm on your website for the event looking at the list of chefs, and some really nice places represented here.
Oh, yes, indeed. We're really blessed. I mean, in Big Sur, first of all, we have some great culinary artists. And then locally, Monterey, Carmel, but we're also bringing in people like David Lawrence from 1300 in 1300 Fillmore in San Francisco. Some of the invited chefs from the Hyatt Corporation who we've met, and we're really excited about having some of those people come. And then, of course, locally from your area, we have Frank Ostini, who's a very dear friend of ours from the Hitching Post.
Oh, the Hitching Post is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yum.
is some good local food. So when I was a child, Toby, I remember asking, I guess it was my parents, I'm not sure, but I was like, what is Big Sur? Like, I wasn't sure, is it
a thing?
Is it a tree? You know, is it a, what is this Big Sur?
Big Sur is a state of mind, as they say. It's, I mean, in the proper sense, it's 70 miles of coastline. It's an unincorporated area, which is why we are doing this as a fundraiser, because most of our local organizations, like the Fire Brigade and the Health Center, do rely a lot on volunteer help.
Oh, right. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
I was a volunteer firefighter myself for 16 years in Big Sur. And so I really, I've always seen the need to help the community. And this is just one way to bring people to the beauty of Big Sur and help our local organizations.
Where do you feel is one of the best places to really take in the essence of Big Sur? Like when you're standing at that point, you think, this is it. This is when I want to share Big Sur with people. This is it.
Well, you know, I have to say that on the website, it shows a picture taken by Angus Wagner, who is our vice president for the festival, and it has the most glorious shot of Nepenthe, or from Nepenthe, looking down the coast. Mm-hmm. And he lined up, I don't know, about maybe 30 bottles on this beautiful wood bar, and it's you cannot get a much nicer view of the coast than right there at Nepenthe. It's stunning.
For our online viewers right now, I'm holding an iPad, our audio guy Anthony's iPad, up to the camera so that people can see this shot that you're describing, and you can find it for yourself if you go to bigsurfoodandwine.com. Or no, I'm sorry, .org.
.com would work too. We've got all those .com, .net, .org.
Oh, good. Yes.
You have it covered.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to.
And we have a link at eatdrinkexplore.com under the program summary. Well, I can't say enough about this event. I'm glad to hear that it's sold out, and we hope the rest of them do as well.
Thank you. And also, too, you know, with the really, to me, the really, really fun event will be Friday night at the Henry Miller Library in the tent, which is the Wine and Swine.
Oh, Wine and Swine.
Wine and Swine.
Awesome.
We've got 7 chefs cooking 5 huge hogs, and it's going to be a blast.
Toby Rowland-Jones, founder of the Big Sur Food and Wine Festival. Like we said, bigsurfoodandwine.com or org. Either way, we'll get you there. Thanks for being our guest on the show today.
Thank you for having me. Have a great Sunday.